up, y'all? So, I don't know if y'all remember me saying that I was going to start this new little thing where I was talking about people on here. Now, I know before y'all come from me talking about, oh, yeah, you're just trying to be like ABC, X, Y, and Z. I'm not, actually. The inspiration came from the whole Ashley Grayson case. And the only reason I haven't put that one on YouTube yet is because I'm not even done with it. So, I'm going to hold tight because that one's going to be an exclusive release. But for my first little chit chat talk about what I want to do on here is y'all know Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley, America's favorite white family that really black on the inside. Yeah, man. Why I'm just now finding out, well, I won't say just now, why was I just now finding out that my people went to jail or they go to jail for fraud, tax evasion, falsifying documents, assistant accountant, some of that sort, whatever the case may have been. But so I was going through and I was reading their story, and I realized that these two been running this scheme for a minute. Now I get it. Now it's a bunch of fraudulent people in the world. I won't say fraudulent. It's a bunch of people that know how to do fraud. It's a bunch of scam artists in the world. Hell, I know how to do fraud. I know how to scam and all of that. But to be messing with the alphabet company? Come on, man. Come on. That's just not wise at all. So, while I'm reading up on Todd and Julie, I see that they are to report to jail on January the 17th. Whew, Lord. Todd got 12 years and Julie got 7. Y'all already old, so Todd gonna come out of there about 62, 63, and Julie gonna be about 50, 51 when she get out of there. Now, the only part that really strikes me very, very hard about them is that their kids, Anna and Chase, and you know, Chloe's a little mixed baby that people were saying before that they only brought onto the show to, you know, add a little colorism so they didn't seem as racist as people like to claim them to be. But when I watched the show, they didn't really seem racist to me because Chase, he had black friends. I felt as if they were, you know, doing too much sometimes. Like they were making their black friends like act a little too hard or whatever the case may have been. But it says here that they were found guilty of conspiracy to defraud banks out of more than $30 million in loans. Now, I've been watching their show. Like I said, I love them. Like, I still do. You know, people make mistakes. Well, can't classify that as a mistake because you kept doing it. But people make bad decisions all the time. I mean, I love them for the fact, like, Todd, he wasn't playing no games with his kids. He gonna spit a rod, sport a child. You know what I'm saying? Literally, spit a rod. He gonna put that across the head. And then he gonna turn around and go spend $100,000 on his kids some clothes. So, I mean, I dig it, you know, but I just don't like how I feel like you guys went and did all of this fugazi and got caught. Now, it does say that the assistant or whoever it was that Todd was in a gay love affair with, he was the one that went and told on Todd. And when you tell on Todd, you're telling on the wife because they connected. So I'm quite sure they pillow talked about a lot of the stuff that they did. But as we dig a little deeper in here, let's see. Because I read it. It's been a little minute. You know, I've been contemplating whether or not I wanted to talk about this, but hey, y'all going to jail, so there ain't really nothing that y'all could do. But I know one thing, y'all should have got my tax attorney for a show to get y'all up out of this mess, but it is what it is. So let's see. So it says that, of course, they were guilty in June of conspiracy to defraud banks out of more than $30 million. Todd, yeah, like I said, got 12 years. They earned millions of dollars on their former reality show, The Chrisleys, along with their accountant, conspired to defraud. So, my thing is, all right, y'all started off doing fraud, right? and y'all came up with this whole idea of, we're going to do fraud, but we're going to do a talk show. We're going to do, a reality show. And we're hoping that it catch fire or whatever. The people love us so that we can keep making money. I was one of them people that was faithfully watching. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger and I was staying with my parents, or when I was hopping from house to house before I got officially stable in my life, I was watching y'all. I was faithful. I was one of them people. And it did seem to catch a lot of traction because y'all are in what? The 14th? Yeah, y'all are in the 14th season. It ain't no show going on that long unless y'all, out there doing fraud. I mean, you can afford to keep it going even if nobody's watching you. But I know for a fact you was getting ratings, okay? I know for a fact that people were watching you. And at what point did y'all realize or think, we don't need to do fraud anymore? We don't need to get all of this money illegally because our legal business, whether it was funded with fraudulent money, is making legitimate money. Let's cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say it was a one and done. You ain't finna hit the IRS for 30 mil or evade $30 million worth of tax fraud, tax liabilities, whatever, in one sweep. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here, I've heard stories, read stories, breaking news, people out here evading taxes and this, that, but it takes some time. Meaning, once y'all hit them that one time, I'm quite sure it was enough. But now that I think about it, I know exactly why. It's because Todd said he spent $100,000 a month himself on clothes. Dude, why do you need that many clothes? But also digging a little deeper into it and then remembering back to like little bits and pieces of their shows, like how they upgraded their house. Every time their kids wrecked the car, he was going to buy them a new car. Like, nigga wouldn't even let the insurance claims pay out. He was just like, yes, I'm gonna go and get you a new car, Savannah. You need to pay attention while you're driving. And of course, she's weaning. She's whining and everything about it. And it's a lot. What I don't like about this is that they got $100,000 bond. Now let a colored motherfucker go up in there and on some PPP shit. Oh, you've been indicted on some PPP. Your bond is at $3 million, but he only got $80,000 in fraudulent money. You get where I'm going with this? I think that's my only biased opinion about all of this. Of course, you know, per usual, they had to turn in their passports. Ain't no fleeing. And the fact that, they are God-fearing individuals. They are maintaining their strength and maintaining their faith that I'm guessing their appeals that they're going to submit will be over. But what I don't get is, did the accountant who ended up turning on them, what did he get? Some type of, what do you call it? What's that word? He gets some sort of leniency for turning on them because you were the one who were submitting the document. So I feel like you should have got just as much time as them. And the only way you get 3 years is if you snitch, basically. Like Gunna. They said Gunna sound like a bird. But don't give me the line. I don't know. That's a different story. We'll talk about that later. So now that all of this has transpired, the Chrisleys going to jail. They turned themselves in a month and a day, according to my time. They turned themselves in on January the 17th. I really want to know, and I want to see how their kids are. You know, me personally, I've chatted with Chase a couple of times on Twitter a couple years ago, and they were looking for someone to do something on their show. And I tweeted him, he tweeted back and things of that sort. And that was that. I kind of felt like I was talking to a superstar. I mean, he is a superstar in a sense. He's a TV reality star, But I did get to talk to him. But my thing is, these kids who all they know is money, right? And your parents are going to jail. I'm 100% sure they either have to pay restitution or the IRS and seized all bank accounts. But what I didn't realize, or didn't see, let me say, was, did y'all do something to where your kids would be okay? Like, did y'all not have the fear that maybe one day we'll get caught for this? We need to make sure the kids are straight. Because not only are your 2 adult kids having to process and deal with what is going on, they also, well, Savannah, I want to say, Savannah has 2 babies now she has to take care of. Grayson's 16, but he's still a child. And then she has Chloe. Where's Chloe's father, you ask? Somewhere estranged on drugs, hopefully seeking rehab. I did see an article where it said he may be in rehab. I have no idea where the mother is, because Todd and Julie got full custody of Chloe a little while ago. And I don't know if the IRS is just going to snatch everything up. It's crazy because they're supposed to be having a show come out called Growing Up Chrisley. And I believe the show would be a hit if they, start off addressing like the issues and their feelings about what they were experiencing and dealing with when it came to their parents. All the while Todd and Julie were being sentenced, Grayson had a car accident and ended up hitting his head, having some sort of head injury. He couldn't really explain to the officers what was going on. And in my opinion, when I first saw that, I was like, I hope this little boy didn't go wreck his car, in hopes that the judge would, extend the sentencing date and his parents would be at home a little bit more. Like, I can get it. Like, I can understand it, let me say. Because if my parents were getting ready to go to jail for something like that, then I know for a fact I'd be trying to do something to be able to keep them here a little bit longer as well. But it is what it is. That judge was not playing no games. No games at all. No, I get it. I have compassion. I'm compelled to understand that your child is hurt, in need, or whatever the case is, but you guys committed a crime and you have to do the time. I really want to follow the story. Like, in my opinion, since this is my very first time doing this, like, I want to start doing like interviews of that sort. Like, I thought about it a few years ago when I first find out about the Anne Frank story. Like, if y'all don't know, I'll talk about that in another video. But just like going into prisons, interviewing people and their decisions and what they would have done. Although that doesn't matter, but hey, you still get a little bit of camera time. Sorry, y'all. Nose ring doing some crazy stuff. But what do y'all feel about the Chrisleys? I love them, still love them. And I really, really hope that Savannah and Chase can still continue the show Growing Up Chrisley. But I know it's going to be a bit stressful with her raising her little brother and her little niece, aka little sister. But I wonder, I wonder how their life is going to change after this. That's what I really want to know. And then I want to know if, what's her name? Chelsea? I want to say her name is Chelsea. Let's see. What's her name? Lindsay. I'm sorry. I wonder if Lindsay's going to step in and try to help. I know she's been doing interviews and she released a statement talking about how she was out just getting coffee, minding her business, trying to process what had just happened to her parents. And she overheard someone in the background stating like, yeah, that's one of them that was over there stealing all the money, ABC, X, Y, and Z. So I can get it. That part alone, like, don't treat me any different because of what someone else did. Although those are my parents. I love them to death. I would never, like, stray away from them. I would never turn my back on them. But, their decisions should not fall on me, my siblings, and things of that sort. But, what do y'all feel about them? Like, what do y'all feel about Todd and Julie and their situation? Do y'all feel like they should have gotten more time? Do y'all feel like they should have gotten less time? Or are y'all okay? Do y'all agree with the decision that the judge made? And Miss Faye, y'all know she lost her friend to cancer. So I wonder how she's processing all of this, knowing that she's older. Maybe Chase and Savannah will stay in contact, or no, of course they'll be in contact. They love their grandmother. but like, you know, they'll be around more. I'm quite sure Miss Faye is stressing completely because, like, I don't want to say she depended on them, but they were really a big aid, a big help in a lot of this. My opinion is, I just feel like, you know, you guys go into jail if y'all see this, because y'all don't go to jail for another month. Y'all just go in jail. Just pray your attorneys can get this appeal submitted. At the end of the day, like I said, we all make bad decisions. I've made bad decisions. I continue to make them. I get through them, but like, I lied. 9 seasons. I'm sorry. So I said 14th season. They're about to be on their 10th season. And it started in 2014. I mean, I pray it really works out. Like, dang, man, tax fraud. That's wild. That's wild. But yeah, y'all can leave a comment in the box below. Let me know how y'all feel about Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley and this whole shebang about tax evasion. And if there's any other stories that you guys want me to chit chat about, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can email me at lifeofSherelle, and I will definitely take a look at it. And if it's something that I can do, I will definitely do it. But that's all for this story that I have. And if anything new comes out, you know, I will be dropping a part 2. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. See you next time.